What happens when a person is wrongfully convicted of a crime in North Carolina? Well, there's an entire state agency dedicated to investigating wrongful conviction claims, paid for by your tax dollars. Here to explain is Carolina Week's Stephen Schlink.
North Carolina is the only state with an independent agency that looks into wrongful conviction claims. The Innocence Inquiry Commission was established in 2006, but after nearly 20 years and thousands of cases, does it live up to its intended purpose?
Right now we have an organization that has no oversight, amazing authority, and no transparency. That is a terrible mix in government for any agency.
That's Christine Muma, one of the founding members of the Innocence Inquiry Commission. In hindsight, she says there are some changes she'd make.
Looking back, we probably should have pushed for open file discovery first.
Open file discovery became law in North Carolina in 2009. It ensures both the defense and the prosecution know the same information about a case. But it doesn't apply to the Innocence Inquiry Commission, possibly giving the agency's attorneys a leg up.
The defense attorney in this case shouldn't be left with less information than they would have under open file discovery in current cases. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
In a list of transparency concerns with the IIC, this is just a single one, and it keeps growing.
We added a section that says after its informal inquiry, you have to give the defense and the prosecution updates every 6 months.
But that doesn't always happen.
There were some cases where we weren't hearing from the commission for 5, 6, 7 years.
Normally, a case moves into formal inquiry before any DNA testing is done or interviews conducted. But a case can't move into formal inquiry until the victim is notified. The IIC, according to Muma, is testing and interviews are happening prior to informing the victim. According to statute, a case doesn't have to be in formal inquiry for these things to take place. However, the statute does require that the defense be given an update every 6 months after a case goes into formal inquiry. In essence, Muma's argument is that the IIC delays notifying the victim so they can avoid having to remain in contact with the defense. Until 2015, the commission issued memorandums to defense disclosing what measures were taken and why a case had been closed, but not in recent years.
Returning to that memorandum would create better communication and a feeling of full transparency.
Another issue is that the IIC has not been keen on public discussion of these discrepancies, says Muma.
It's a good thing, and it can be made a lot better. And so why wouldn't we make it a lot better if we can?
I think good old-fashioned communication over a lunch, sitting and talking and hearing, I think would alleviate a number of concerns.
Regardless of its shortcomings, Glazier remains proud of what the commission means.
This remains one of the most innovative institutions to achieve justice in the United States.
We reached out to IIC leaders for comment and provided a list of questions. They responded by stating that they won't be able to review our request until a later date, and we will update you at that time.